Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45.
Come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, Bronco 80, Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll complete this one to Watson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Eckler is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go check, go check.
Eckler again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
19 Lions. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
They'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And his kick is indeed good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
ETN up the middle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 47 yards.
And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. That is incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Ready.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Hold the ready.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Ready, ready.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Mustang 19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal.
70, 18 Rattler.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Come on.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. And they'll try to run the option here.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. This one back, a fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Viking 18. Panther 11.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Looking to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Hustle. 7 Pirates.
Now back to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. On 2nd down, Cameron. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Let's go.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Alert! Alert!
He'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Watson.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Dragon 60. Nineteen tight. 19 tight.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Hey, run!
On 1st down, Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now. Ultra. Go ultra. Set.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 34. Back to throw now on first down.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cameron, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A pickup of 2.
Trouble,
Brings
38.
up 2nd and goal.
Yellow, line. Cut.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And his kick here is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 to a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because
that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
That's good for a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And coughed it up.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Lawrence.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Back to the ground with ETN.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. This one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
And now they're in the hurry up.
Hey, go field.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw now. Here's Love.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That's put.
He's got a man complete. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's third and Packer pressure, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were a man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence, he's got his target. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 57 yards.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here.
There he goes, right side.
Now he's free to midfield.
And he'll take this down the 40-yard line.
An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Ball's red. Blue strike.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here we go.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready up.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Hey, go steal.
It's Eckler again. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Now Love. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On the double.
Here now, 3rd down.
10.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to run as time expires. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Packers, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks.